to another functional movement video. In this video, we're going to work on a lot of rotational and lateral moves, and we're going to be using either a reflex ball or a tennis ball. If you have a reflex ball with the little nodules, they'll get nice and deep into those fascial releases. A tennis ball will do if you don't have a reflex ball. The other piece of equipment we're going to be using is a resistance band. So if you have a resistance band quite fairly long with quite a bit of elasticity, that is great. If you don't have one of those, either a towel or a scarf will be good enough for some of those activations and releases. Let's start off with the reflex ball or the tennis ball under the big toe, and I want you to roll along the inside line of the foot, that deep core line. So roll over the arch of the foot and into the heel. Let's move the ball across to the lateral line. So warm up the entire foot. So releasing all the lines of the body except for those arm lines. We're going to get onto those arm lines in a minute. Just roll from the toes to the heel. Now let's focus on trying to pick the ball up. Even if you just squeeze it between the toes and the ball of the foot, wrap the top of the foot around the ball and get a nice stretch over the foot. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So bring the big toe onto the ball and roll to the heel. Move the ball across the foot and work nice and slowly, releasing the different lines in the body that start in the feet. Now today we're going to be focusing not only on a lot of stretches, but a lot of focus on the breathing. And when we breathe, we want to focus on breathing through the nose, so we get a nice deep diaphragmatic breath. Let's hug the ball with the toes, squeeze and lift it if you can, or just wrap the foot around the ball and squeeze it. Good, now release the ball. And what we're going to do now is just lift those toes, give the sole of the foot a nice stretch, and just ripple through the toes. So lift the toes, focus on dropping the little toe, and then the other toes onto the mat. So lift and roll down. Last two, lift and roll down. Quite a mental challenge as well. Lift, little toes and big toes down. Let's take a breath in and reach up and stretch. Just roll down through the spine and just hang out there and bounce. Take a nice deep breath in, uncurl through the spine. Now we're going to lift up, just rising onto the balls of the feet. And I want you to start off with a gentle release of the heels onto the mat. And I want you to get a little bit heavier on the heels and just bounce into the heels and bounce and bounce. Relax the upper body and just let everything bounce and bounce. Bounce nice and heavy. And release. Just roll the ankles out and the feet out. Move from side, lateral side to inside line. Good. Now just release the feet. Give the ankle a bit of a circle. Change direction. And the other one. And change direction. Just moving on to the hands now. We're going to do what's called a donkey bite up the arm. Working with the resistance band, we're going to get into the arms quite a bit. And you're just going to squeeze and twist, releasing that fascial tissue that surrounds the muscles in the arms. So some of you may be familiar with the term donkey bite, or quite similar to a Chinese bangle, just with one hand. And let's move up and over the shoulder. And let's move down the arm, back to the fingers. Nice squeeze and twist. While you're doing this, be aware of your breathing. Try to focus on breathing through the nose. Let's do the same thing to the other hand. Squeeze and twist. Squeeze and twist. Keep going. Up and over that shoulder. And let's move back down the arm. Squeeze and twist. Squeeze and twist. Good. Right down to the fingertips. And just shake the hands out. Good. Let's take that resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band, then that scarf or the towel. You can fold it in half and hold on to either end. And what we're going to do now is take a nice deep breath in and just take the band as far as you can. Take it back, breathing in and opening up across the chest, and breathe out and release. Good. Nice deep breath in and breathe out and release. Good. Keep going. Nice. So you should feel that range of movement increasing. Just take it as far as you can. It might not, if you have any issues in the shoulders or in the neck, it will restrict the range of movement. So take it as far as you can. Breathe in and open up. Let's hold it in this position, stretching across the front of the chest, and now just moving into a nice release in the neck. Rotate the head from side to side, side to side. Let's keep going. Another 2 and the last one. Good. Let's bring the arms back up in line with the shoulders and move over. Let's bring the feet together, and I want you to push the hips away from the direction the arms are moving. Now we're going to breathe into that lateral stretch. So I want you to think of the breath coming into the lateral side. We're going to breathe in as we drop the arms, and we're going to breathe out as we come up and go over to the other side. So let's breathe in and bounce for 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Again, nice deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. A nice deep breath in. From there, I want you to bring the band back around, and you can extend it. If you are working with the scarf, you can do the same thing. Just lengthen it out. From here, again, we're going to focus on the breathing. So you're going to focus on breathing out as you round your spine. You're contracting into the abs. And then you're going to really take a nice deep breath. Open up across the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. Breathing into that. And again, breathe out. 1, 2. Push into the band or the towel. And breathe in. And open up. Good. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate the arms, so this can become a nice arm workout as well. Last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend the knees slightly. You're tucking round. 2. Now I want you to hold it in this position and bounce. 2, 3. You're still breathing out. Now breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Let's come quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and open. 2, 3, 4. Quick contraction. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Nice deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Two more. Breathe out. Breathe in. The deeper we breathe, the more we breathe, the more we activate those core muscles. Breathe in and open. 2, 3, 4. Open up. Nice. Let's take one foot back into a lunge. Take the band. Now this is really going to challenge the balance, especially when we use the head. So you really have to focus on activating the glutes. Nice stretch into the front of the hip. Squeeze and push the pelvis forward. So you're slightly tucking under and feeling nice extension there, and really focus on activating the glutes to help you stay in that balance. We're going to move the arms over to one side. So you're going to drop down and let the head follow. So bring the chin to the chest. Look down at your knee. Breathe in and open up. Let's go to the side we finished with. Circle down. Bring the chin to the chest. Look at your knee. Feel the feet activating as well. Breathe in and lift. Let's do it again. Take it down. Squeeze those glutes. Drop the chin. Challenge your balance. Breathe in and lift. And for 4, drop down, round the spine. Bring that band just above the mat and breathe in and lift. We've got 4 to go. Squeeze those glutes. Drop down, round the spine. Breathe in and lift. 3 more, almost there. Drop down. Breathe in and lift. Make sure those toes at the back are facing forward. Don't open up into the hip and turn it out. Breathe in and lift. 1 more. Drop down. Sweep the fingers up and around. Good. From there, you're going to step that back foot into the band or your towel or your scarf. Bring the foot in and you're going to lengthen the leg out. Now I want you to push the ball of the foot into the band or the scarf and just give that leg a nice stretch, and that ankle, activate the ankle. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it in that flex position and push. Bending the knee, push and resist against the band. If you need something to hold on to, a chair or something, you can do that and just hold the band in one hand. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to take the band and just watch me lifting the hip up and pushing down. So bend the knee and lift into the hip, shorten the distance in the waist, and push down. From this side, we're looking like this. Hip up and push down. Keep going. Hip up and push down. Lift and push. Another 4 and push. Keep going. 3 and push. 2. Hip up and drop down. When you drop down, you'll push into that supporting leg. Last 2. Push down. And the last 1, push down. Now the next position, again, you might need the support of a chair. You're going to bring the band, or should we rather say bring the foot behind you and the band or the scarf or your towel onto the front of that foot. Hold onto that band, and we're going to focus on stretching into the front of the hip. So just watch my movement. We're pushing into the band or the scarf, activating the glutes, tucking the pelvis under, and stretching into the quad and release. So take a nice deep breath in and push into the band or the scarf and release. Good. Push and release. Good. Keep going. Push the foot back. Really activate and stretch. So activating the glutes and stretching the front of the leg. Let's go for 4 and release. And 4 more and release. Good. Squeeze. Keep going and release. 2 more and release. And the last one. Push and release. Good. Just shake the leg out. You'll probably feel a little bit in the hip, the supporting hip. Just swing it out. Here we go, over to the other side. So you're going to take this front leg back and lunge into that. Take the band back into the hands. Lengthen it if you want to, or make it shorter. That'll be a little bit more challenging, and try and open up as much as you can. Bend into that and tuck the pelvis under. For 8, we alternate sides. So let's take it down and circle, squeezing the glutes. Watch the position of the head so you can challenge your balance. Breathe in and lift. Take it in reverse. Take it down. Take a nice deep breath in and lift. For 3, reverse it. So you're breathing out on the downward movement, breathing in and lift. Let's go for 4. Take a nice deep breath in and lift. And 5. Breathe in and lift. And 4. And breathe in and lift. And 3. Head down. Keep that back foot facing forward. Don't let the heel move out or in. Last one. And let's step it up. Come back onto the mat. Bring the foot into the band, onto the ball of that foot or the scarf, and push and extend it. So push the ball of the foot forward and extend it into that calf stretch. So lift up the toes, release. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Keep going, another 4. Use your chair if you need to. And 3. And 2. Last one. Hold it in that flex position. Bend and extend the knee. 3. So if you have a scarf, you're going to be moving up and down with it. If you've got the resistance band with the elasticity, you can hold the hands in one position and just push away. Good. Now let's add that hip lift and release. So you're going to feel it moving and loosening up into your supporting hip. Think of that ball and socket joint moving and getting that synovial fluid running through the joint. Let's do another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Bring the band onto the front of the foot or the scarf, and then lift the leg up behind you. So you can keep the band or the scarf in your hand next to the hip. Look up, focus on the posture, push into the band with the foot, and really focus on stretching there, pushing back and releasing. Nice deep breath in, activate the core with the breathing. And release. For 3. And release. And 4. And release. So you're squeezing the glutes, pushing back into the band. 3 more. Squeeze and push back. Good. 2 more. And release. And the last one. And release. Release the band. We're going to start off the next movement. Let's actually bring the leading foot that we've just used behind the other foot. So here we're already going to focus on challenging the balance. So get those stabilizers, those glutes kicking in, those core muscles. Take the band above the head. If you're not comfortable with the band above the head, if you're taking any strain in the shoulders, then keep the band forward at shoulder height, and you're just going to pull into the rotation. When the band is above the head, we're going to bring the band behind the back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. So you can do that same movement, squeezing the shoulder blades together and pulling the band or the scarf towards your chest and squeezing those shoulder blades together at the back. So as we do that, we're going to come into a rotation, and we're going to point the foot to the side, pulling the band down behind the back and bring the foot back. Let's breathe in as we lift up into this movement and breathe out into the rotation. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. Good. Let's go for 3. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. For 4. And 5. Good. And 6. Keep looking up. And 7. And 8. Let's do another 2, 9, and 10. I want you to hold it in this position. Extend the arms. Now we're going to bring the knee, so the outside knee, towards the opposite hand. So coming into a rotation, I want you to think of a crunch, opposite crunch. So you're really focusing on core balance, on your supporting leg, and breathing in and open up. So you're rotating that shoulder down, bringing the band to the opposite, to the outside of the opposite knee, and breathe in and open up. Good. Open up as much as you can. And again, if your option is here, you're going to rotate and bring the hand down, the opposite hand to the outside of the knee, and breathe in and extend the arms up. If you can, bring the arms above the head. That'll give you a lot more range of movement. Let's breathe into this open position. And for 8, we're going to breathe out and tuck. So you really want to think of contracting those abdominals. Let's go for 7. Breathe in and open up. And 6. Good. Breathe in and open up. And 5. Good. 4. And 3. 2 more. And the last one. Hold it here. Bounce. 2, 3. Breathe in, open. 4. Breathe out and bounce. 2, 3. Breathe in on 4. Let's go again. Bounce. 2, 3. Breathe in on 4. Again. Bounce. 2, 3. Breathe out on the bounce. Breathe in on 4. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Let's breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Breathe in. Good. Let's keep the band where it is, or bring it forward at shoulder height. If you need a break, take the other foot to the back. As we rotate, bring the band behind the shoulder blades or towards the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out here. And a nice deep breath in. Good. Breathe out. And a nice deep breath in. Watch those feet. Keep them one behind the other. Challenge those stabilizers in the core. Squeezing the glutes. And breathe out. Okay, good. Let's do another 4. Keep going. And 3. 2. And 1. Can we add another 2? Just make it 10. And the last one. Extend the arms, hold it in this position. Opposite hand to the outside of that knee, or arms across the body into that rotation. Let's go, breathing into the open position and breathe out. Round that spine. You can slightly bend that supporting knee so it gives you a little bit of movement in those hips. Good. Breathe out, tuck. Nice deep breath in. Good. This is 3, I think. And 4. Another 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Let's add another 2, make it 10. Breathe out. Now we're going to bounce for 3 and then breathe in and open up for 4. Let's breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in on 4. Keep going. If your arms are at shoulder height, bring them forward and breathe in on a 4. Let's go. Breathe in on 4. Let's go. Let's do another 2. And the last one. Good, and release it. Let's just stand at the back of the mat, roll down through the spine and just bounce there. Coming down onto your knees. Let's bring the band behind the back, or the band or the scarf or your towel, whatever you're using. So around that lower back, and take it into either hand. If your towel or your scarf is not long enough, then focus on the movement without the band. Create your own resistance. Let's bring the band onto the mat in either hand, or bring your hands onto the mat. Try and open it up as much as you can. Here we go. So we're breathing in, arching, and as you breathe out, I want you to round the spine, lift your hands off the mat and bounce. So you're using the arms, pushing forward and stay in that rounded position. Then breathe in And breathe out, tucking from the tailbone, pushing into the resistance band and lifting up and bounce for 2, 3, 4. So let's take a nice movement for 8 counts. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Adding 4 on, let's bounce for 2, 3, 4. Again, drop down, breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift and bounce, 2, 3, 4. Again, drop, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4. Bounce and breathe, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4. Release the air, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4. Bounce, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're doing another 2. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4, and bounce, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 1. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4, and bounce, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's come up. If you have the resistance band, make a loop, and we're going to loop the band around the foot. If you don't have a resistance band, just create your own resistance. Now we're taking the band into the opposite hand. So you're going to lengthen out. If you do have a scarf, then you're going to focus on the movement back and forward like this. So you're using the arm to guide the foot. If you do have a resistance band, then you're lengthening out into that stretch and you're breathing out and tucking. So again, we're going to stretch out this time, breathing in for 8 counts, and then we're going to tuck and breathe out for 4 counts. So it's a nice extension, breathing in and lengthening, creating space to breathe into, breathing out and tucking and bouncing the knee towards the chest. So here we go. Let's breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Tuck. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing in. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Hold it and breathe. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen and stretch, 2, 3, 4. Tuck and bounce, 2, 3, 4. Halfway, breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, lengthen, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, tuck, 2, 3, 4. Again, in, 2, 3, 4. Stretch and lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, tuck. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Keep the band around the same foot. Drop down onto your side. You're coming onto the bottom knee and the same elbow. And now we're going to focus on lengthening into the lateral side. So if you don't have a band, you can just work without the band or the scarf, just creating your own resistance. So we're going to lengthen and stretch. Try drop the foot onto the mat or the floor and lengthen out. And then you're going to bounce 2, 3, 4. Breathing out here. A nice deep breath into that lateral side you're stretching. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Again. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. 4 to go. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Let's go. Last one. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Nice deep breath in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Good. From there, you're going to roll onto your back. Extend this leg that doesn't have the band around it. Keep the band in the same hand as the foot. And lower down. Reach the opposite arm out next to the ear. And you're going to take a nice deep breath in. Use your band to pull you up. If you don't have a band, create your own resistance. It's a little bit more challenging. So taking a nice deep breath into the lengthened position. And now you're coming into a rotation, pulling the opposite hand to the foot, and you're bouncing. I want you to focus on pulling that opposite elbow around as much as you can. Breathe in and lengthen. If you don't have the band, bring both arms next to you and roll up through the spine and reach. 2, 3, 4. So lengthen the arms out. Bring the hand to the outside of that foot. Breathe in and roll down. Let's keep going. Nice deep breath in and bounce. 2, 3, 4. Roll down. 1, 2. Breathe into this lift. Breathe out as you round. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out, run. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, lengthen the arm next to the ear. Breathe out, run. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, lengthen. 2, 3, 4. 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out and lift. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, lengthen. 2 to go. Breathe out and bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Good. Coming up. We're going to take the band onto the other foot, and we're going to reverse those 3 exercises we did. So we're going to start off in this position, and you're going to lengthen and lower down. So band in the same hand as the foot. Reach the arm next to the ear. Take a nice deep breath in for 4 counts, and then lift up and bounce. Let's come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, lower. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, lengthen. 3, 4, and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2, 3, 4. Lift up and bounce. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Lower. 2, 3, 4. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4. And lift. Keep going. Down. And lift up. 2, 3, 4. 2 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lift. Bounce. Last one. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay where you are, and let's rock onto the opposite side. So we're coming onto the elbow and the knee, extending the arm next to the ear. And now we're going to lift up off that hip, and let's go into that extension. So lengthen and drop. 2, 3, 4. Nice deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. And bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Nice deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 3 to go. 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Come onto the hands and knees. Take the band now in the opposite hand if you have a band. Otherwise, you're just going to lengthen out and you're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe in for 8 counts, breathe out for 4, and bounce into it. So you really want to focus on that stretch, breathing into that stretch. 3, 4. Let's breathe out. Tuck. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Stretch. 6, 7, 8. Breathe out. Tuck. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Stretch. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Tuck. Hold it and stretch for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Lengthen. 1, 2, 3. Hold and stretch further. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Hold and stretch. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Tuck. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Hold and stretch. 2, 3. Let's do another 2. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Hold and stretch. 2, 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Lengthen. 2, 3, 4. Hold and stretch. 2, 3, 4. Good. Release that band. Staying on your hands and knees, we're going to focus on some plank positions, moving back into a sort of a squat position and firing off into your extended plank position. So we're going to start off just releasing the band. We're going to use it after the next set of exercises. Here we go, on into short plank position. Hands are under the shoulders, and now we're lifting up, and you're going to pull back, and you're going to bounce here for 4. So you're breathing out again for 2, 3, 4. Now you're pushing into the heels and almost firing yourself forward, squeezing the glutes, not letting them drop down, and you're holding your plank position. If you prefer to come onto the elbows, you can, but your range of movement is going to be a lot smaller. Let's bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glutes. Fire yourself forward. Take a nice deep breath in. So just for 4 counts forward and 4 counts back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And forward. 1, 2, 3. Hold your plank. Let's bounce. 1, 2. Fire forward. Squeeze the glutes. 2, 3, 4. Push back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and fire yourself forward. 2, 3, 4. Let's go back. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and fire. 2, 3, 4. Push back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most important thing, to squeeze those glutes. Fire from the glutes. Fire from the core. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and push. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push forward. 1, 2, 3. Hold your plank. Push back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire. 2. Let's do another 2. Push back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and fire. 2, 3, 4. And last 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and fire. 2, 3, 4. Drop down onto the knees and just extend yourself into your child's pose. Coming into a seated position. Now for this one, if you do have a towel or a scarf or a band, you can take either one of those, and we're going to focus on just crunching a little bit. If you are strong enough, you can work without the band if you prefer to, but just make sure the neck is nice and relaxed and you're not taking any strain in the neck. So holding yourself in this position, you're going to round, breathing out. Let's do 4 counts, breathing out, breathe in and open up. So similar to what we did in that standing position, we're just going to focus on pushing that lower back into the mat when we round the spine and breathe out for those 4 counts. So position your towel or your band around the lower back and taking a nice deep breath in. Let's open up, activate the arms as well. So squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice deep breath in for 4 and breathe out. Breathe in, open up, and let's breathe out. Relax the feet, keep the toes on the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, keep going. And breathe out. For 3. And breathe out. And 4. And breathe out. 4 to go. Remember, the more you breathe, the more you're going to activate those deep abdominal muscles, those deep core muscles. Breathe out. Again. And breathe out. 2 more. And breathe out. Last one. And breathe out. Hold it in this position and bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, open. 2, 3, 4. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, open. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, tuck. 2. So it's a nice quick contraction. Breathe in, open. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, open. 2, 3, 4. Use the arms. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, open. 2, 3, 4. Last 2. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, open. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and lift. 2, 3, 4. Release your band. Let's lower down onto the mat. You should have felt those hip flexors slightly. So let's just come up into a pelvic thrust. Take a nice deep breath in this position. And let's lift the tailbone off the mat. Push the pelvis up to the ceiling. And squeeze in the glutes. I want you to push the pelvis up as much as you can. And just focus on your breathing. Try and focus on breathing through the nose. Nice deep diaphragmatic breath. Watch that belly button rise and fall. Hold it in this lift and just bounce the tailbone up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and push up. And let's roll down through the spine. Lengthen the arms and the legs out. And have a nice big stretch. Yawn, release any tension in the jaw. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock yourself forward and back. And come up into a seated position. Let's just bring the heel of one hand onto the mat and drop the head away from that hand over to the opposite ear, the ear to the opposite shoulder. Gently push down on the head, increase that stretch. And let's do the same to the other side. Heel of the hand onto the mat, lengthen and stretch that side of the neck. Take the opposite hand onto the knee and just rotate. Nice rotation. Increase that stretch. Bring the hand around to the waist if you can, and wrap it onto the thigh. And let's change. Do the same to the other side. Look behind you over that shoulder. Increase that stretch. And come back to the center. Circle the shoulders and just shake them a few times. Take one last deep breath in and breathe out. Thank you for joining me.